Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got more fish this week. Let's jump right in and see what we got. I think we've got a stable supply from blackworms now. I'm really excited about that. Let's take a look and see if they actually came. First thing in this box is mystery snails, which are not fish. Promised you fish, and I gave you snails. But nice batch of assorted mystery snails. Next up is, what are you? Oh, these are gold roseline sharks, or a platinum roseline shark. I swore I wouldn't bring them in, and these guys had them, and the price wasn't just absolutely ridiculous. These actually look like they're an albino too. We'll see. The problem is it's not uncommon for them to ship fish with an autoimmune issue and call them something special rather than an albino. We'll see how they do though. Next up is a hillstream loach. One of them didn't make the trip, but these are, they call them a yellowfin hillstream loach. Sometimes we'll see these come in with the Borneo suckers. I have a tiger pattern to them. Very interesting. So many different hillstream loaches. I can't keep track of them all, but I swear I'll try to have every one of them by the end of my career. Here are some catfish. These are cuckoo cats, or Synodontis multipunctatus, if you like your Latin. Synodontis multipunctatus are known for replacing African cichlid eggs with their own eggs and having the catfish hatch out first, eat all the little cichlid eggs, and then let the parents of the cichlid eggs raise the babies. And the little baby catfish are like spining them in the gills when they're trying to mouth brood them. They're really interesting natural history. They're not actually the only Synodontis that does that, but there was a nature show about that. It's part of why I do what I do is nature shows, I think. Next up is more snails. They said these are going to be mixed neorites, and sure enough, looks like we got a variety of mostly zebra neorites in there. There might be some other types too. More snails for your snail-loving aficionados. Next up is some tiger barbs. These are large, regular tiger barbs, and they came in pretty nice. Decent size on them. Not as big as some of our displays, but bigger than the average little ones. So we'll see if they hold up. Oh, wow. Other than a couple floaters, here's some CPDs. Nice big size on those guys. Let's see how that does. I'm going to try them from a different source. They said they're a little big this week. They were pretty good size, so I think they're going to need some doctoring. And then here we got some Serpae tetras. Serpaes are that bright red color with a black spot. Very popular tetra. They're a little bit on the chasey, nippy side for a tetra, but they are in the tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off, because that's how we roll if you've subscribed to our YouTube channel. And as far as a community red fish, the red phantom looks a lot like that, but it isn't as chasey, nippy. Those do well with more of your barbs. Here's another snail. Apparently lots of snails this week. These are Japanese trapdoor snails. Happy to have those in. They got that cool copper look to them. What do we have in here? Shrimp? Yes, here's some. Oh, there's a crayfish in there. How funny. Oh, no way. What kind of crayfish are you? Almost looks like one of the little dwarf blues, but I think it's probably a common that got stuck in with the ghost shrimp. Anyway, ghost shrimp 4 yells, and here's those blackworms I promised you. 2 weeks in a row we got blackworms. That is the deal. We will send our limit on blackworms. You'll be able to get as many as you like, and if you want a special order a pound, we can do that for you as well. So very excited, actually, if you can't tell from my voice, that we're going to be able to normalize our blackworm supplies again. It's been a couple of years since we've been able to get them regular. Let's see, that should be some Bloody Mary shrimp, and oh, they didn't mark what's what here. That's a black shrimp. I bet you these are the green jades. They're not jades, they were green velvets, I think is what they're supposed to be. But a bunch of different types of shrimp. Here are some extra large amanos. They're not the most extra large amanos I've seen, but about half again bigger than larges we've been getting. So not bad on the amanos. And here's some red rillies. We're really excited to have more red rillies. Looks like there's a blue rilly in there and a baby blue shrimp. So a little mixing on the shrimp going on there. And here's some, what are you, blue shrimp. Sure enough, that's actually blue shrimp. And what else do we got in here? Shrimp, more shrimp. Nope, that's not shrimp. That is some itty bitty lemon tetras. Nice fat belly, so looking good. More tetras for the tetra special. And what are you guys? You are a red pinto, I believe. Got in a couple different, or ordered a couple different types of pintos to see what we actually got. That one looks like a red pinto. This looks like, maybe these are the green dreams or green velvets, and the other ones were black pintos maybe. There's black crystals, a little snail in there too. Itty bitty black crystals. Looks like most of them are actually black, even though they're a little on the small side. They're not bad looking shrimp. First thing out of the box is some neon tetras, but not any ordinary neon tetra. These are the diamond head neons. A little brighter blue sparkly patch on their head makes them look kind of cool. They are, of course, part of the Tetra Special. Buy 4 more, get 25%. Here are some golden rams. We have not had gold rams in, gosh, probably 6 months. They've just not been available. I'm not sure why, but I do know that we have them now. So there you go. Next up is some blue gouramis. Got a bunch of gouramis on this order. We ran out of blues, golds, and a bunch of the dwarves all at the same time, and they came available. Here are some dwarf gouramis, the regular blue and red dwarf gouramis, the males, of course. And the gourami theme I told you about. Here are some more tetras. These are wild cardinals for the Tetra Special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. We stock both the tank raised and the wild cardinals. Some people like one, some like the other. They're the same price, but they're on the Tetra Special either way. Here's some more dwarf gouramis, but these are the royal blue. A little more blue than red on those guys. That's a color cultivar of the dwarf gourami. Next is another gourami, the golds I promised you. So a batch of those guys. Remember, your blues and your golds are a pretty big fish. 5 to 7 inches is not unlikely for that fish. They're actually the same species, different color variant. Pearl gourami, little guys on this one. Got big ones over there and little ones. Pearl gouramis can get 5 to 7 inches also, but a lot less aggressive than the blues and the golds. Here's a discus. Got a batch of discus on this group. We got some red melons. This one's being a red melon. And got, I think, some yellow melons too. We'll see how they came in. Been having such good luck with these discus. And we just keep bringing in more. You guys keep buying them. Somebody says, you guys had those forever. I'm like, no, we haven't. We have a lot of them that came and went. But we actually moved through a lot of discus, a lot of fish in general. That's why every week we've got more to say. All right, next up is more fish. That is a super red severum. Got a couple severums on this order too. The super reds there in stock. I got some golds and some greens hiding out around here somewhere. And then I got these guys. These are a librifor, or the belly eye spot severum. He's really washed out in the bag, but we'll see how he colors up. They're not the river curry, but they're another one of the green severums with a lot of red on them. Here's another one. A decent size on these guys. Paid a little extra to get something that wasn't tiny. Speaking of tiny, we got some green neon tetras, itty bitty guys. Says there's 25 in there. Yeah, it probably is. Tiny little green neon tetras for the Tetra Special. And then more dwarf gouramis. These are the female powder blue dwarf gouramis. Only the powder blues have been available in female recently. Sometimes I can get them in all the different color variants. Speaking of color variants, here's the males of the powder blue dwarf gouramis as well. Next up is some tiger barbs. Just your regular old tiger barbs. A little batch of them this time. Nice stripy schooling fish for your fun. One more of those severums. I had 3 of the reds and 3 of the librifors. Restock on Romanos. Got a batch last week that didn't really take, so we got a new batch this week. See if they do better. Some Corys. You know, he who dies with the most Corys wins, and these are a great choice. Inexpensive and beautiful and great cleaning up crew. Those are the green Aeneas or bronze Cory. Here's another one of those severums I promised you. That's the super red. And another super red. And a black ghost knife. Just one on this order. Black ghost knife, remember, going to be about a 14-inch fish. And more tiger barbs. These are the green variant of the green tiger, or of the tiger barb. Green tiger barbs. See if I can say that 4 ways and still not quite get it out the way I was trying. And one more little box on this order. That'll be this week's fish order. Let's see what kind of fun we got. First off are some farolawellas. Just love it saying farolawella. That's a twig catfish. Actually a great algae eater. Sometimes overlooked as an algae eater, but they're one of the best. They don't get particularly big, though they do get kind of long. That's a yellow melon discus. I promised you more discus, and that's it. Here's another red melon based on the color I'm seeing through the bag. Yep, another red melon. And it should be one more in here too. There it is, another yellow melon. So another couple pairs of discus for your discus loving friends. These are some more rams. These are the black knights, black knight rams, gorgeous from this source. Really nice and dark, beautiful fish. And autos, we ran out of autos last week, so happy that those came back available this week. They're in a limited quantity, so if you got a bunch you want, be first to the bank. Next up is Nutha Branch's Gunther's, or Gunther's killifish. They're an annual killie, or one of the shorter lived types. So bright colors, grow fast. We get them in pairs, so that bright one's the male, the silvery one's the female. Chili rasboras, got to restock on those. Perhaps the most popular nano fish that we get or sell. Great tiny fish that gotta love. Here's some shrimp. Big shrimp though, oxymoron for you. These are the vampire shrimp. Can be up to 6 inches, which is this big and that big around. They get big, but they are a filter feeder, so they don't bug anything, and most things can't get to them. One of my favorite little dwarf cichlids of all. This is the golden dwarf cichlid. Such a beautiful fish, Nanocara anomala. Don't see them that often, but when I do, I have to get them because I think they're just fantastic. Last bag in this order is some coolie loaches, nice big and fat black coolie loaches, and that rounds us out. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see you soon.